I have a little something right here. It's like the high school seniors who step off the mat for the last time. Maybe you won, maybe you lost, maybe your season's ended the way you dream, maybe it didn't. But either way, you folded up your singlet, you untie your shoes, and you walk off that mat knowing something was different. For some of you, that was the last competitive wrestling match of your life, and that's heavy because wrestling isn't just a sport. It's mornings before school, it's cutting weight, it's running when nobody else awake, it's shaking hands with somebody who just tried to break you. It's learning how to be uncomfortable and not run from it. You spend years building versions of yourself that most people your age will never understand. Discipline, accountability, resilience. And now there's no next practice. There's no bracket waiting next weekend. There's just life. And here's what I want you to understand. The medals fade, the records get broken, the crowd forgets, but the habits that you build, those stay. Wrestling gave you something that doesn't disappear when the whistle stops. It taught you how to suffer without quitting, how to lose without collapsing, how to win without getting comfortable. That is a weapon in the real world. Some of you will wrestle in college, some of you won't. It doesn't matter because the real victory was never the podium. It was the person you became when nobody was watching. When you made weight, when you drilled one more time, when you got up after getting taken down. Life is going to test you different now. No referee, no clear score, no buzzer to save you. But when pressure hits, you won't panic because you already been there. You've already stood in the center of the mat with everything on the line. So to every senior who just wrestled their last match, be proud. Not just what you did, but of who you built. The world doesn't hand out brackets, but it does reward discipline, and you're being training for that your entire life. The chapter closed, but you're not done competing. You're just stepping into a big arena. And remember, the mat may be behind you, but what it gave you is stay with you forever. And now to the parents. There's a moment most people don't see. It's not when the whistle blows, it's when the hands is raised. It's not even when the final match ends. It's later, when the gym is empty, when the lights start shutting off, when the mat gets rolled up, and you realize that was the last time. To the parents sitting on those bleachers one more time, you didn't just watch the match end, you watched a chapter close. Do you remember the first practice, the oversized headgear, the nervous look before the first tournament? Do you remember the early mornings, the long drives, gas station dinners, hotel hallways? Do you remember the tears after the tough losses, the quiet car rides, the I don't know if I'm good enough conversations? And you stayed steady. You didn't wrestle the matches, but you carried that weight. You paid the fees, you sat on metal bleachers for hours, you clapped when no one else did. You believed sometimes more than they did. And now, no more brackets on the fridge, no more tournaments, weekends, no more pacing at the edge of bed, pretending your heart isn't racing. It's quiet, and quiet can be heavy. But here's what I hope you see. The medals were never the point. The podium was never the prize. The real victory was who your child became in the process. They learned how to be uncomfortable, how to prepare, how to close without collapsing, how to win without arrogance. They learn discipline in a world that rewards shortcuts. They learn accountability in a culture that avoids it. They learn that efforts matters. And they learn it because you show up, because you sacrifice, because you invested time when it wasn't convenient, because you chose long-term character over short-term comfort. That doesn't disappear when the mat gets rolled up. The whistle may be silent now, but the habits remain, the resilience remains, the edge remains. One day, years from now, when life hits them hard, when pressure show up without a referee, when there's no scoreboard to tell them where they stand, they won't panic because they already been there. They already stood alone in the center of something difficult and they'll carry your voice within. So if tonight feels emotional, let it be because you didn't just raise a wrestler, you raised a fighter. Not someone who throws punches, but someone who doesn't run when life gets hard. The man may be rolled up, but what was built on it will never disappear. And that's something no final whistle can take away.